Hello, I'm Ricardo Rufus, and I'm going to be telling you what I did on Friday, the 31st of March. So, I already told you the first half, so I'm just going to tell you like the last two parts. So, yeah, let's begin. So, in this lesson, we more or less just carried on with our rehearsal. Liz decided to go through the whole scene, but at the end of the day, we only did the first scene because there was a lot to take in. And plus, we didn't have that much time because some people arrived in late, which was kind of annoying. But I don't know, maybe you just gotta go with it. So at the end, we just did some hot seats. So someone would sit on a chair, and they had to act like their character, and we had to ask them questions. And yeah, we did that. And when everyone started to come in, though, we went to the first scene. I don't appear until Act 1, Scene 3. So the first scene, I was just like, getting myself prepared and all that. So I was behind the curtains, doing some tongue exercises. I did the James Bond one when I go like yeah, I did that one. So I did that behind the stage. Just got myself like pumped up because when I come on, I'm like panicking. I'm like processing like what's happened because I've witnessed Adam's death more or less. So I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I just saw an actual human or friend actually. I've seen a friend just die in front of me. I'm not being funny here, but if I saw one of my friends die, then I'm gonna be panicking. So I try my best to you know, get the energy flowing in my body. That meant I was started like walking around stage just like in circles, just panting, just you know, get that energy build, like get that yeah. So I was yeah. Oh, and I said the words clearly this time. I said them some words I said them very clearly. I did have a struggle on one word the other day. It was think. I kept saying think, like think. It was a habit. This is said to me already that it's a habit that I need to pull down my lip, put my tongue between my teeth, and say think, think without my lips touching. So, see, think, think, boy, think like that. Can you think and stop saying this? Because I'm tired of you thinking about this. All right. So no more think. It's think. I actually got it. I didn't even mean to do that. I just think. Yeah. So think, think before you speak. Think before you speak. Yeah. All right. Let's continue. Lost track. So, um, so I've said that. No, Lou, we're not. It's not. No. Look, there. I really have to. Okay. Well, one thing I forgot to say is that when we first ran through it, the lack of energy wasn't as good. Um, I will admit my energy wasn't as good. I believe I have well reason being is because we were in the theater and it's like a new environment for me. Because like you gotta remember that we're in a giant space, so when I'm performing, people at the back, if they can't hear me, then if I'm not projecting my voice, they ain't gonna hear me. So I need to make sure I'm projecting my voice very loud and clear. Um, so when Liz told us that, she told us to jog around the space, do some jumping jacks, and the energy started to go through us. And yeah, I also said to her as well that yes, it's my fault that I wasn't given enough energy, but it's also like the people around me who I'm talking to. Like at some moments, I may be explosive to someone, and they're not technically giving me the same sort of like frightened energy. Like I'm supposed to be intimidating, but the people I'm talking to aren't as intimidating, which is kind of annoying because I want to like basically the energy which I give out, I expect them to give me the same energy back. Like not be intimidated like me, but like but we're basically bouncing back the energy. Like it's like a ball. Like Jamie and this is activity where like we have a ball of energy. Or the game where we go zip zip, like we're literally passing the energy. Like I was passing the energy at some points, but they weren't passing the energy back to me. If that makes sense. So yeah, but we talked it out and we actually made it work. So I said my lines here. At this part where I say exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Richard, you're scared of. I mean, you can't walk down any corridor in this. I don't think Richard's any corridor in this school, and no one bothers you. And if you want something, it's yours, and no one bothers you. Then no one bothers you, and no one respects you, and everyone's scared of you. And who made that happen? I mean, I'm not boasting, but who made that happen? So, a few points for this one. I should be more intimidating in this part. So be like, who made that happen? Okay, because I'm talking to Lou right now, and basically, I've asked Lou, have I looked after things before? Look, are you scared of anyone in this school apart from me, basically? And if you, well, you shouldn't be scared because everyone's scared of you at the school. And who made that happen? Me. So I'll say be like, well, Liz told me to be more intimidating and to like, where is it? And to just like be more manipulating towards Lou, and to stand on a, not on a block, but like there'll be benches, but stand on the benches and just look below Lou and be like, who made that happen, huh? If that makes sense. One of the words is corridor. Um, it wasn't as clear. I actually have it right down here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so more energy on the word corridor, and yeah, as I said before, I need to be more mindful of the space around me, so be more presentable. So yeah, just that right there, just there's this say to like split the syllables, so like split up, so core into three parts. So corridor, 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 corridor. Because Liz says to me at the back, she heard corridor. She didn't hear me say corridor. She heard me say something else. So just those little exercises, like just say like sizzling sausages, or just any stuff like that, just to help me get into the habit of stuff like that. Because it is a habit for me saying think. But this whole part, this exercise where she said put my lip down and put my tongue between my teeth, like think, 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 helps a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna take that consideration. Oh, and another part. This whole part here, this part here, right here, she said I need to be cocky, which I wasn't doing at the start. But then when she told me to be more cocky, I was able to achieve that by changing the tone of my voice and changing my body language to be like more relaxed, like saying, "Guys, come on, haven't I looked after things before?" Into more like a cocky joke. Yeah. At some parts I relax. Some parts I'm very up, like I'm about to explode, more or less. Liz said that with some people in the play, they tend to have like a not still emotion, like a chill emotion. So like they're just like not chilling, but like they're calm, a little bit relaxed, but still shaken. And there's some parts where people explode, like people trigger them. For example, I would say for me, is that when I'm calming at the start, when I'm calming everyone down, I'm saying, "Come on, guys, just calm down. I'm gonna take control here. Just there's no need to panic." Basically, that's with me being calm and relaxed. Another part, a part where I'm about to explode, is when Lou and Danny keep repeating the word, "He's dead. He's dead. He's dead." At the part where I say, "All right, new rule, that word is banned," that's when my character explodes. So it's like I'm a ticking timer, like like in the cartoons, like Looney Tunes, for example. There's like a bomb and there's like a string just right there, and it's lit on fire. It's like it's slowly coming towards the TNT, and boom, that's when I explode, basically. So that right there is where I need to like fully explode. Um, Another part was I need to get on a higher level when I tell Danny, because I threatened Danny. I say to him that, well, just say the word, say it, and see what happens. I was told to when I say, well, just say it then. Pause, take a moment, get on a higher level, like I'm higher than him. I say it, and see what happens. This will like make me more of a controlling and not not well. I want to say abusive, but I don't want to say abusive. Controlling, intimidating. I'll just say intimidating character. Yeah. And there's another paragraph where I say, look, we have to keep together, we have to trust each other and believe in each other. I'm trying to help, I'm trying to keep things together. Now, this part, I have to be less uplifting and more direct. Is it more direct? Dedicative? Let me put the word in. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna type the word in because I don't know how to say it. I think that's how you say it. I think. Did I spell it right? Let me check. Okay, no. Okay, so I can't find it, but it's basically more. Don't be like you're giving like an inspirational speech. I'm still basically ticked off of like the whole he's dead. So keep that energy in, but less, just less motivated. An example what Liz gave me was when, I'm not sure if you've seen Black Panther, but there's a scene where Killmonger, the main villain of Black Panther, he's given a speech, and I thought to myself, that's actually a perfect example because he starts off calm, and then later on he becomes more of like a, I'll say his tone increases, and he becomes more vicious when he's speaking about taking over the world. He's like, yeah, where I'm from, he starts from talking to his family into a calm way, and then he slowly builds up into like, we're gonna take over the world. So I'm gonna watch that. I haven't watched it yet, or I've seen Black Panther, but I'm gonna watch that scene again because it actually does help me, and I want to like try grab what he has and put it in this performance to make it better. So yeah, and if you want to know where the video is, then it's on my page so you can see it. Another one. Okay, anything else? Let me check. Other than that, though, I did do great today. And okay, here's one. So this is from my friend. She said to me that at some parts I need to be more of like comedic, at some parts I need to be serious, which is like okay, but some scenes I can't be comedic. I think she meant that one part I can be comedic was when I said, and if anyone says it, I'm going to, bite their face off or something. Like that part, I can say in a comedic way, but I can do it if I want. It's my choice, but it's an up and down. I don't know. That goes for not mainly my character, but that goes for everyone else's character. Like some parts they actually have a good funny joke, but they have to make it funny. But it just Okay, next part. We're going to this part where basically I talk to, when I take Richard's hat and I'm trying to impress Kathy, I wink at her, I'm acting cocky in front of her. Liz said to me that I can be more smooth with it, so that may include me putting my arm around her, because I am physical to everyone. Like for example, I'm always pointing at Richard when I hear about the side thing. I did it. When I hear about the side thing, and as for Danny, I get up in his face. I get up in his face. I'm like, who are you talking to? Don't talk to Kathy like that. That's another part where I explode, where Danny tells Kathy to shut up, and that causes me to get annoyed because I care about Kathy, and Danny's a little prick. So yeah, just be more like flirty towards her, because Kathy does not like me in that way. You can tell because judging by her facial expressions and her body language, she seems disgusted by me. So just basically, be more smooth with her. And finally, one of the final things I was told today is at one part where I talk about me being stressed. Let me get it. Yeah, here it is. I'm finding this all quite stressful. You know that, right? I'm under a lot of stress. You lot shouldn't put me under so much stress. I should take my time with this line, go slowly, but also keep that emotion which I had previously when and that emotion was me. I recently exploded and I'm slowly just dying it down. Basically, in this line, it's like how a dad will talk when he's lost his temper. So if that makes sense to you, that's how I'll talk. That's how I'll say. This is how I'll deliver these lines, well, that line. And yeah, so what I'll take in today is I will start doing lots more. I mean, lots more vocal like exercises, such as basically I'll practice on my syllables and my vowels because this is not from just Liz. This happens to everyone else. They say that the words that come out of my mouth sometimes is not very clear, so I need to be more clear. And yeah, so I'll go on YouTube, find some videos, stuff like that. And yeah, but I am proud of myself today because that was like the first time as a class we went over the whole scene. And another part, fine, this is the final point, though, another point which I did which was great was I was listening when Jan and Marcy were talking, telling the story about the whole Mark situation. I was actually engrossed in their conversation and reacting towards it and looking at other people's reactions because if someone's telling a story about this, you kind of want to be engaged. You can't just be into your own world. And even if you are in your own world, there can still be a good thing a bit because it's like our like teenagers, they lose their attention real quick sometimes. So whoever's talking, they can be like, listen, or something like that. And yeah, so that's today more or less. I'll see you in 2 weeks time, so see you later.